are a lot of people who have a very special place in their heart for Furby Connect. And so many sweet memories were made with Furby Connect in the Furby Connect World app. Well, maybe sweet. While playing with your Furby Connect in the Furby Connect World app could mean this. It could also mean this.
Check out Car Furdo. Want a pet? Ding, ding, ding. Egg ready. So excited. Just like magic, I'll be flying free. I'ma disappear when they come for me. I kick that whore. What you gonna say? No one can be just like me anyway.
That was creepy.
Scary. But I'm not here to talk about the Furby Connect glitch epidemic. When I was 6 years old, I got a Furby Connect. But for whatever reason, I never knew the app existed when the app still had updates going to it and it was still on the App Store. I don't know why though, and you might have a similar situation to mine. But don't worry, because if we're bringing 2016 back in 2026, especially since this year is going to be Furby Connect's 10th anniversary, then I will show you how to install the Furby Connect World app and connect your Furby Connect to it. Okay. Android moment. That is a Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime from 2015, and this is a Motorola Z2 Play from 2017. But phone contracts go for 2 years, so I'm guessing Hasbro planned for that. And the reason why I say that is because this specific model of Furby, I don't know what it is. It's from eBay. It doesn't have Furby Life as the code name, and also it has trouble connecting to literally any other device. I haven't tested this one yet. I can't even see this thing on any other device other than this one. This one I know works, but I don't even know about this one right here. I mean, I already said it in the script, but that Furby broke. That's why my parents got me this one off of eBay after that one broke. But after that one broke, I disassembled it. And in case there's any little innocent kids watching this video who just want to experience the Furby Connect World app again, I'm not going to show the disassembled Furby's parts. It's the battery cover. So I don't know which model of Furby you have. On my original Furby Connect, I could connect it to a newer device just fine. I could connect it to all of my Kindles. I could connect it to my computer. It was fine. But then when I got this thing off of eBay, my Kindles couldn't even recognize it as a Bluetooth device. It just didn't show up. So there's 2 different models of Furby that use slightly different Bluetooth modules then, of which would only work on around period correct hardware. But here's the battery cover. Let's compare it to this, guys. All of the guff here, this CE and FFC stuff, I mean, this doesn't say FFC, but the CE and then the 0359 and the check mark here are just entirely missing on this one. My original Furby is on the left here. This is the one from eBay. If you have this one, you'll be fine connecting it to newer devices, but if you have this one, you'll have to use period correct hardware. Alright, you got your Furby? Alright, turn them upside down, look at the battery cover, and compare it to what I'm showing you right now. You matched it? Okay. Well, this one is the one that's actually working, so we're gonna be doing it for what you need with period correct hardware. And now it's time to get the Furby Connect World app. So this phone is so old that I have to go to the website version, but I will have the link in the description for you. It will bring you to a Google Drive folder. The original source was an XAPK off of some website that kept redirecting me to things with viruses. And I'm not gonna put you through that, okay? Because honestly, that's just torture. You just want to get this cute little guy working again, I understand. Update your browser? No. I just want to download a folder. I want to keep the old Google Chrome logo, okay? The mobile user interface doesn't always work. I asked for iPads and I got Kindles. Anyway, can we download this? Can we? Oh, request desktop site. No, I'm not updating. Go back. I can't even go back. If you're using a Samsung phone for this, you'll have the My Files app. You'll go to device storage and then scroll down until you see, for some reason download is at the top, which makes no sense. And here's the zip file. You just tap it, extract zip file. Of course, press extract, and then it'll extract it. Here we are. Now that it's extracted, go ahead and tap the folder, then tap the Furby Connect World folder. Now stop right there. Don't press anything. Don't pause the video. Don't install that APK yet. See, if you install that, it will say that it couldn't download these resources because you may not have purchased this game. That is because there is a folder called Android. You need to go into that folder, then tap the AllBB folder, also called OB, and then this folder right here. Hold that down, which will select it, tap More, and then tap Copy, or whatever it is on your file browser. And now go to Device Storage, and then go to Android, and then tap the OBB, aka OB folder, and then tap in the top right, paste here. And then it will paste the folder. That's actually all the game's resources right there, that's why it's the biggest. And when it's done copying, you can go back, hit back again. You're going to go back into your download because you downloaded it from my Google Drive link. Except for me, I put it on the SD card, but you want to stay there. For you, it will look like this. Excuse the Talking Angela APK, that's the 1.0 version of Talking Angela. That's a different video though. I'm proving some rumors. Then tap the folder that we were just in, and then tap Furby Connect, this Furby Connect World folder, and now after copying the other folder that goes into the Android and then the OBB folder, now you can install the com.hasbro.furby World App Store or whatever it says, APK. Now you can install the APK. Approximate location, I think that happened to Bringus Dingus. Now you won't get the error and it will install. As you can see, it was a success. Now this is the part where it's time to wake your Furby up. Anyway, let's open. You want to press open. And now let's take the Furby's mask off. You will now see this screen. And let's put it on the stand. Stay awake. It's time for your big moment.
Oh, there you are. That ain't no good time.
It actually connected! Oh, let's freaking go. I'll wiggle Furby's antenna.
Connected! Yay!
It is connected. Anyway.
Oh, name for
Wait.
car?
I already named him on my Motorola phone.
Oh,
I like the name Fluffy Marshmallow more.
me too.
A digital recreation will be provided because the exposure.
Wait.
As you can see, this phone is kind of outdated, so I apologize for the frame rate it's running at. I apologize for the frame rate that this is running at. I promise it runs better on my 2017 Motorola phone. But as you can see and hear, finally, I can move around. I've got it. Okay, good. Can I? Just let me go. Sorry, this microphone doesn't sound good at all. My actual microphone's having issues. This is the microphone on my webcam. My camera overheated. I was just about to show you the food cannon, which I need a camera to show. There we go, we got some golden eggs. Here's the food cannon. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's feed him a burger, which is bubbles. And he ate it. And now you'll see the crumbs fall on the screen as he eats it. And then he'll be happy. He actually says breakfast in the morning and then he says dinner at night. I've never done it during lunchtime because that's school. You saw the Unity board, right? Come on.
Something stuck.
Oh my gosh! I turned down my exposure for that one. You can poop out a lot of different things, like a monster truck, a horn, a duck. So if I tap the screen, it just says Furby is getting an update right now. He's not getting an update. I'm assuming it's saying that because all of Furby's DLC files are actually just stored from an Amazon Web Services server. So perhaps if he was getting an update, it would already be accessing that server and it would need to access the server for the videos to play. So, because it can't access those videos, it must mean that there's already a different connection to the server that needs to finish, which would be Furby getting an update. So, you can't do the movie theater, but I'm curious what it would say if I disconnected. Disconnected. Okay, now what does it say? How is Furby getting an update when it's not even connected? See what I mean? Now it's time for iOS. Hello there, it's me. Alright, I'm here on my computer. You're gonna want to, I'll leave this link in the description. It'll be along with the Google Drive link. For iOS, you're gonna want to go to sideloadly.io. You've got all this bluff, and then you've got this important Windows task. So you're gonna want to do this. When you click this, it'll download iTunes 64 setup, but I already have that installed. So you're gonna want to click the 64-bit because most likely you have a 64-bit machine. But you probably don't need to worry about that in the modern age. And then you want to click this iCloud Web Apple download link, which will download to iCloud, but you can see I already have it. So you're gonna install both. They're just the standard installer. Just click next until you're done. And then you're gonna actually download Sideloadly. If you click this, it'll download Sideloadly. You can see I've already installed it. It's literally right here. But once you install Sideloadly, there's Sideloadly, open it. If you have your charging cable that came with your iPad or your iPhone, plug the USB-C end into your computer. But if you don't have a USB-C on your computer, that's okay, because perhaps you're using a USB-A to USB Lightning cable. Sorry, I forgot to mention that once you install Sideloadly, it'll ask you for your Apple ID and password, and once you type that in, if your Apple device that you're trying to use is signed into your Apple ID, aka Apple account, then it will appear and it'll say at Wi-Fi. And then you can just flash the IPA that I gave you in the description. Here, you know what? I'll try and find a newer IPA. There's one that's cracked. This is the only one that I could find, right? That's not it. That's an APK, not an IPA. Right here, you see this IPA. Now, this brings me to the other download. I'll also have this link in the description. There's an issue during installation. Incorrect architecture. That's because this was taken from a 32-bit device. See, I also found this one. Except there's not two files, there is just one, and it is the LEGO Juniors one. Look, here's the LEGO Juniors IPA, and then all of these, just download this. Granny, no way. Minecraft Earth. Oh my gosh! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to experience something awesome! I will leave a direct download to this IPA in the description. I'll just put it here for later. Okay, so where this IPA icon would have been, click that, and then you'll see this. Go into the directory where you have your IPA, click on it, and then click open. And then after that, click advanced options, and then click the checkbox next to remove limitation on supported devices. And then click start. It will flash to the iPad, and then you can open the app and connect your Furby. I think this might do it. If it was running on iOS 15, which would be a 64-bit version, then yeah. Come on, this is running on iOS 15. It has to run here. Oh, it got to verifying. No way. Yes! Oh my gosh, I did it! Let's go! Yes! Yes! Does it run? Go. Ooh boy, sure. Oh, it's actually loading! Oh my gosh! Allow it, dude! I gotta turn my Furby on. Huh, maybe that's why I can't find it. Hold on. Oh my gosh! It connected! Yeah! No way! have to save this for when it comes back from Moana. Well, there you go. There's your tutorial.